Thanks for watching On Call for All Kids. Today we're going to be talking about how to ease that back to school anxiety. We'll be talking about the different emotions kids might be feeling right now, tips for talking to your kids about anxiety, and behaviors we should look out for as they head back to school. I'm joined by Dr. Jennifer Katzenstein. She's the co-director of the Center for Behavioral Health at Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. And it is so great to see you, Dr. K. How are you?
Good. How are you, Ashley? It's so good to see you too.
Doing wonderful. But as a mom myself, it's that time of year we always get a little anxious going back to school, and it's certainly different this year. What do you think some of the emotions kids are feeling right now? What are their concerns going back to school?
I really think it's the range of emotions for many kids. For those going back to school, both in person and virtually, I think I have a lot of kids who are excited to be back, excited to see their friends again and have that sense of routine and clear expectations. And others who are anxious and who are nervous, obviously, about the health risks of COVID, but also about what changes are in store for them at school. Our kids are resilient. And so the ones that I've talked to who are back in a brick and mortar school in person have expressed a lot of excitement, but some concerns and also some boredom when it comes to the changes, especially in the cafeteria. But really, it's about managing that anxiety, knowing that our kids are really resilient and able to manage those emotions. And as parents and adults, managing our own emotions, because the kids are really looking to us for guidance during this time.
And how do we talk to our kids about this anxiety they might be feeling as we head back to school?
It varies greatly by the age of your child and where they're at developmentally. So for our younger and early elementary school kids, really keeping it brief and simple, especially as it relates to the pandemic. We need to keep each other safe from germs, and these are the safety behaviors that we have to do, such as wearing a mask and washing our hands frequently, and reminding them that adults and other teachers that are there and other leaders are there to help keep them safe. In terms of the upper elementary and middle school kids, you can really talk to them more about what is true and what isn't when it comes to the pandemic, and be clear with them about the plans that their school and their teachers have for keeping them safe, and reminding them how they can keep each other safe and what that means to keep each other safe and healthy during this time. Once we head more towards the upper middle school and high school students, you can discuss those issues more in depth. There certainly are not only a lot of health-related concerns happening right now, but also ways that we socially interact with one another and the words that we use. So you can encourage healthy interactions with them, recognizing each other's points of view in different discussions, but providing honest and factual information to engage them in the conversation and shared decision-making during this time.
For parents, what could we or should we be doing at this time? And once they start school, what type of behaviors should we be looking out for?
As far as being a parent right now, one of the major things we want to make sure to do is to be listening and encouraging our kids to verbalize their thoughts and their feelings. We want to be able to be clear with them about their school safety plan, especially if they're returning to school in person, but also reminding them, for those who are virtual, that there is still a lot of uncertainty even as to what the timeline might be for receiving education in person or how that may change over time. So the more that we can provide them clear expectations, the better. Again, the more that we can encourage open communication and verbalization of their thoughts, and then really monitoring anxiety closely and monitoring how stress is impacting them during this time. For our preschoolers, watching for changes in sleep, in appetite, maybe bedwetting, or more clingy behaviors, more difficulties attaching. Sometimes that can also be a regression in behaviors or more tantrums. For our early elementary school kids, again, monitoring the sleep and the appetite to see if there are any changes, but watching for irritability or more worry or expressing more nervousness. They could also be experiencing headaches or stomach aches too as a result of these stressors. And then in our adolescents, always monitoring that sleep and eating behaviors. We want to monitor their social media usage too, seeing if there's any differences in their preferred activities, if they're avoiding activities they previously enjoyed, if they're engaging in more conflicts, having more irritability, or more difficulties with concentration and focus. All signs that there may be some more anxiety or stress impacting our kids and that we may need to get additional support.
Now, we've all been going through a lot of different changes. And for those kids that will be going to in person learning, many of them are going to have to wear masks. So that's a huge change, something very different. Now, there's something called mask bullying. What are your thoughts on that? What do we look out for as far as that is concerned?
Yeah, we want to make sure our schools are really prepared to manage mask bullying. And we are being prepared for this, either kids being bullied for wearing their masks or kids being bullied for not wearing their masks, are both. As adults, as parents, as teachers, it's really important that we set that expectation very clearly and hold everyone accountable for wearing their mask all the time. If someone isn't wearing their mask, is making fun of someone or bullying someone else for wearing a mask, then we need to address that immediately. And really keeping those clear expectations and holding every single person at school accountable for that behavior is the best way that we can avoid bullying and make sure that everyone is doing what they can to keep each other safe.
So our kids, they need that mental health support. What can we do as parents to help ease this anxiety as we head into the new school year?
Maintaining open communication is number one, and making sure our kids are getting good sleep. But make the coping strategies that we often talk about, such as deep breathing or meditation or yoga, part of the daily routine. Make sure we have that time for good family communication every day, a great opportunity for relaxation, and taking our kids' concerns seriously. When our kids bring to us a stressor or something that's causing anxiety, listening, responding, and knowing that you can always seek additional support if you need it.
Dr. Kassenstein, thank you so much.
Thanks, Ashley. It's great to see you.
And thank you all for watching. We hope you have a great start to the new school year, whether it be e-learning and doing it virtually, or if you're heading back to school in person. If you have another topic idea you would like us to look into, you can comment below right here on this video. And you can also visit our website. It's hopkinsallchildrens.org/coronavirus, and you'll find many more resources there as well. Take care. We'll see you next week.